Thank you for joining me today at the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree. My name is Elspeth. This is going to be a sacred directions reading for fire signs or anyone that's fire dominant in their chart. I'm going to try to do this set of readings every other week, so please tune in if you'd like to for more in the future. It's a new one that I'm introducing. I also do a daily collective chakra attunement for the chakra of each day and a moon reading as the moon shifts signs throughout the weeks. So this is a little 5-card spread. We start with a center card which represents the will, and then we move around to the different elemental positions that surround the will. And I like to think of this reading as one that can help give direction. So if you're needing to make decisions and want to move in certain areas, it doesn't necessarily have to be linear. Sometimes we have to make moves in all kinds of directions, depending on what we are sort of serving at that moment. So let's just see what comes through for you. We're going to start with the center card, which is from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. It is Defense, representing Moon and Taurus. The mounted warriors, horses reined in, take a defensive stance against attack. The Taurian image in the coin links positive action with material possessions. 6 swords arranged in a pattern suggest they are there to impress, not to use. Much of the energy in the Mars-Taurus nature is devoted to the acquisition of material things. This card describes practical, determined people who will fight for and defend that which they deem important in life. People with this planet sign combination take their time in making choices, but once the decision is made, there is no going back. Nobody is going to take away what belongs to the Mars Taurian, and if he or she gives things away, credit is required. Despite having a materialistic outlook, Mars Taurians can be curable romantics and rarely forget to keep the pleasure-loving part of life alive. They do not like to waste energy and believe that skillful methods and techniques are worth more than brute force. Mars-Taurus types have a great ability to see the potential in the most ordinary things, transforming them with slow but sustained encouragement into objects of worth. For Mars Taurians, the option of running their own business is attractive. If they do, the chances of success are high, since a competitive streak makes them give of their best when completely responsible for their own finances. Negatively, this placing of Mars can indicate a ruthless and mercenary approach to life, in which all actions are guided by financial outcome. When this card is dealt in a reading, it shows a need to defend something the questioner values. Events associated here are starting up a new business, playing the stock market, a quick business deal with a profit, a possession that makes a leap in value, beating a competitor. So now we're going to move over to the card representing fire right now. And I'm going to take a card from the Dragon Oracle deck, and we have the Silver Lunar Dragon. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. The moon is a portal through which divine feminine light pours onto earth. It bathes the planet and more specifically connects to our causal chakra and helps to activate it. Recently, 7th dimensional silver lunar dragons have been able to access this portal and stream into our dimension, particularly when the moon is full. They carry divine feminine light in their energy fields, and their mission is to touch us with it to prepare for the golden future. For 10,000 years, we have been influenced by the masculine. However, in the new golden age, the feminine qualities of peace, harmony, equality, cooperation, love, unity, and wisdom must harmonize with the masculine. So silver lunar dragons are very dynamic now because they are actively bringing about the balance of yin-yang energy on the planet. As these shimmering dragons touch our causal chakra and enable it to expand, unicorns are able to use the illuminated chakra as a portal to enter Earth and assist our ascension. In this way, the silver lunar dragons serve us and we serve the planet. Choosing this card suggests that you call on the silver lunar dragons to bathe you in their energy and that you practice peace, harmony, equality, cooperation, love, unity, and wisdom in your daily life. A lunar dragon will be close by helping and supporting you. As you are bringing yourself into balance, you are doing your part to bring the planet into equilibrium. Visualize your causal chakra as your own personal moon. The silver lunar dragons will touch and expand it until the frequency is high enough to allow pure white unicorns to step through it. So it's really stating that in what you do passionately, it needs to be fueled by this feminine energy, even though your drive is quite masculine and forceful to go after things, that you need to not forget your feminine energy in doing so. So let's look at our emotions, which are represented by the element of water, with a card from a Hawaiian oracle deck. And we have Hayaka in the bosom of Pele devotion. Hayaka connects our hands and hearts, our actions, with love. When we have our hearts set in a particular outcome, it often happens. Such an outcome, though, may be the opposite of what we really want. Negative expectations and fears can become enemies of our heart's desires. For example, in the story of Pele and Loiahu, Pele was so certain that Hayaka would betray her by becoming lovers with Loiahu that she set into motion a negative chain of events that helped to make it happen, what she feared the most. Likewise, the more we set our hearts on a positive outcome, the better the chances are of its occurring, providing we do not have unresolved issues blocking our way. Take Pele, for example. She probably expected Hi'iaka's betrayal because she once had an affair with one of her other sister's lovers. Consequently, she expected a similar betrayal. Purify your expectations by acknowledging the pain of all your past mistakes and disappointments so that you can heal from them. Such self-examination may require that you take a journey into the dark realm of unresolved feelings and desires. Once inner demons such as guilt and disappointment are defeated, you will no longer need to battle with them outside in the form of destructive behavior. This card teaches us that what hatches in our outer lives is often a result of what we carry in our own hearts. Therefore, it is important that we fully explore what it is we want and what it is we think we are worthy of having. Do you think you deserve attainment or destruction? This teaches us to not use our energy on that which is not worthy of our devotion. Instead, it reminds us to fully devote ourselves to that which is worthy of our efforts. Choose wisely, focus on a positive outcome, and you will be well on your way. So this is really about bringing our emotions also in alignment with our desire and our passions, and that they are coming from a loving, positive place. This is a lesson I have truly learned myself over the last week, and it has been profound. So I wish all of you the same, unless you have already grasped it. And some of these lessons we often have to keep relearning. So let's move on to the Earth card, which is going to really talk about our material presence here. Our card will be from an Aboriginal deck, the Dreamtime reading cards. And today we have Moon. Its theme is secrets. Although in a lot of traditional societies, the moon is associated with femininity, I have always known it as being male. It is because of this fact that it is associated with secrets and mystery. Traditionally, what we call men's business and women's business were gender specific and not shared with those of the opposite gender. The moon is very powerful. It controls the cycles of the oceans and the female womb. During the full moon, it offers periods of illumination. As it wanes to the dark moon, the earth is once again returned to darkness and questioning. The moon is a messenger offering the knowledge that life continually cycles. You may never have all the answers or understanding of why things happen the way they do, but you can be assured the cycles continue as the moon moves through its phases. You will have times of power and times when you stumble in the darkness. There will be answers that are illuminating and moments when your emotions will feel overwhelmed by unanswerable questions. At a time of feeling unsure, it may be wise to remember your personal power and your inner light. Take action and responsibility for the life you are living. The moon represents a time for making intentions, for seeking answers, and acknowledging your power. This card is in the reverse position, really asking for some attention given to it. So depending on where you align with the energy that I spoke of, you either need to honor yourself for inhabiting it, or you need to turn towards it. So in our final position, we have Toad from an Aztec themed oracle, and this is in the element of air. And let's see what Toad's message is. Its keywords are chaos, discord, cross purposes, and arguments. If Toad energy is present in your reading, confusion and chaos are significant partners in the matter at hand. There could be many distractions, conflicting reports, false leads, and other slippery slopes that you must navigate on your way to discerning the truth. Keep in mind the wisdom teaching that from chaos comes order, that chaos is a necessary part of creation. It is one of the ingredients found in every culture's mystery teachings. The ability to sort through the chaos and find one's way is an acquired skill. Toad is present to begin the process of teaching you that skill, and that begins with approaching the need for chaos, as well as understanding its positive gifts. At the same time, most people do not have the skill to carefully navigate chaotic times, falling easily into argument and discord, and inadvertently working at cross purposes. Chaos by its very nature is unmanageable and slippery. Toad is warning you to stop contributing to an already chaotic situation and move the situation forward to more stable ground as quickly as possible. So this is really in that position of communication. So where you can really turn that energy around is by how you are presenting yourself visually, your body language, your thoughts, your words, and what you choose to write as well. So I hope that this reading has been helpful. Thank you for sharing it with me. I send you much love, blessings, and protection to you and yours.